Welcome to our program on Fractal Flakes. I'm Ansley.
And I'm Diane.
We're going to be talking about how snowflakes are formed and how math, mostly geometry, exists in everyday life. Geometry is the study of the sizes, shapes, positions, angles, and dimensions of things. Fractal geometry helps explain why snowflakes look the way they do and how they are formed.
All snowflakes are built on hexagonal geometry. They have 6 sides because when hydrogen and oxygen atoms combine, they arrange themselves in hexagonal rings that fit together and overlap in a lattice pattern. Every snowflake is unique because all of them form differently depending on temperature and moisture levels as the flake passes through the atmosphere. Different temperatures can create different patterns, but all patterns are based on the same hexagonal geometry.
Snowflakes start from a microscopic dust particle, then water molecules condense onto the dust particle, and slowly it grows to form a 3D lattice pattern. The hexagon grows into a prism as more ice forms together. Changes in weather produce the snowflake limbs we're all used to seeing. But now that the science is done, we're going to show you how you can use simple geometry to make your own 3D snowflakes to hang around your house.
So the first step to making a paper snowflake is to get a nice square to work with. So when you have your normal piece of paper, you just fold one corner up to the other edge, line it up, and then press down to make a really nice seam. So it'll kind of look like this. You'll have a giant triangle and then a small rectangle at the bottom, and then you just take a pair of scissors and cut off the rectangle. I think we're good. And now you have your square. And now that you have your nice perfect square, you're just going to fold one end over and make a really nice crease down the middle. You're actually going to take one more end and fold it over and make a nice crease. And you're actually going to fold your piece of paper one more time. And get a really nice crease there. Now, once you have your triangle like this, you're actually going to open it back up. And these last few steps get a little complicated. So you're going to take one end and fold it to this middle crease. And you're going to press down. So your piece of paper kind of looks like this. And then you do this to the other side. And the paper can get a little bit wonky at this top part. And then you're going to take it back out. And you're going to take your first side and fold it into the crease that you just made. And then once it kind of looks like a cool little futuristic emblem, you're going to fold it over one more time. And it is okay if your pieces of paper do not perfectly match up here. When you do the cutting, your design will still look fine. Because it can be a little bit tricky to get this top part to look perfect. And then the last step, since your piece of paper was originally a square, you're going to want to cut off this last little end here. And so once you cut off those last the little ends, now your piece of paper has 6 sides, just like how real snowflakes are formed. And I actually found a design, and so you can take a pencil or a pen, and you can do a rough sketch of what you want your snowflake design to look like. It can just be a rough sketch, you're going to be cutting it out. Okay. So whatever you've made your design, you're going to be cutting around it. So anything you drew is going to be what the actual snowflake is. So then you just take your scissors. Okay, there we go. So now you can go ahead and unfold the snowflake. Make sure you're careful though. Sometimes your designs will end up making very narrow pieces of paper, and it's very easy to rip your snowflake in half. So always be careful when you're unfolding the final product. And there you go. It looks kind of cool.
So once you remove its end bits, now you can start cutting out shapes. Sometimes you can sketch shapes on. I'm just going to go based off how I feel. So this would be the middle of the snowflake, so I'm just cut that off. This would be the inside of the arms of the snowflake, so I think I'll just like do like a half circle or like a half oval. Maybe I'll cut off this bit right here. Whoop. And another half oval right here. So this is what mine looks like now. And now we get to open it up and we get to see our beautiful snowflake boy. Look at him, he's beautiful.
And these are some examples that we've made. And once you get more confident in your snowflake making, then you can make more intricate designs.
We hope you enjoyed making snowflakes for the house, and we hope to see you next time. Have a good one.